Good. So we got the celebration call here. You guys did it. It's been, for some of you, it's day 38, 39, 40. I think there might be one or two people in the group that are in day like you are officially done. But whether you're officially done or you have 1 or 2 days left, I do just want to say it was an honor to guide and coach and help during this. It's so fun to see the growth. It's so fun to see the progress that you guys all made. Thank you for trusting myself and Jeremy in this challenge. As you know, we're just getting this going. We see this being really huge, but of course, as it gets started, you also have to have some early people who have some trust to go through this thing. So I really appreciate it. And I do want to recognize the people that went through it a second time. So Jennifer, Tara, Joe, and Spencer, congrats. Way to sign up a second time and go through it. And I'm excited as this thing builds that people at 4 times and 10 times and 20 times as going through the 40 Forge. I do want to remind you that it's good to track progress and be able to take a look and do an inventory of where you are at. So I think all of you, if you didn't, I'll post in the chat here. All of you had a chance to download that packet. I actually put in the WhatsApp chat, so you guys can open it if you need. All right. So the packet we had you download from the very beginning, here it is again, but on page, let me scroll to it. Hopefully you did a little inventory of where you're at and took a pre-40 Forge picture. All right, you don't need to share that with us. That's for you. But on page, it looks like 2 and 3, there was the inventory, right? Let me share that. So in the packet, there's reflection here. How do you feel about things currently? Where were you at? What was your number? You didn't fill it out. This is not as powerful right now. All right, maybe you can guess, but hopefully you took a picture. If you didn't, again, you can always do this again. But if you scroll all the way down in this small packet of 127, look at all that value. Look at all that. All right. So on page 99, here is the post 40 Forge reflection. So I'm going to give you about a minute here to go ahead and fill that out. If you forgot about the packet, you didn't have it, you can download the link from the WhatsApp chat. But the goal is that, hey, in only 40 days, I hope this ticked up a notch, maybe 2 or 3 notches here, but take a moment and go to page 99. And then page 100 is the picture. You don't need to take the picture right now. All right, but definitely do that. Make a note to do that, because it is good to see progress. And of course, in 40 days, I'm sure Jeremy will say the same thing, that there's not a lot of progress that can be seen. You can see progress, but it takes a lot longer than 40 days if you're doing it right and in a healthy way to see physical progress. Although I know I was talking to Joe Pavone during his testimonial call on Friday, and he said he gained 3 pounds of muscle in the last 40 days. That's great. That's huge. And so those of you really took the physical side of things seriously. Hopefully you saw some progress, but it's going to take, every maybe 2 months or so, every 40 Forge challenge or whatever mission you're on to see a lot of progress. But after you compare yourself of how you look and feel now, then compared to where you were 40 days ago, to then maybe in another 2 or 3 months, hopefully you're seeing a lot of progress. Take a moment, circle real quick. How are you doing? How are you feeling now in your Jesus journey? Where is your energy level at? And again, 1 is not good and feeling horrible. 5 is feeling amazing. All right, your physique. How are you feeling about your physique? Scale of 1 to 5. How are you doing with your nutrition now compared to 40 days ago? How's your prayer life? How's your Bible reading? How have your sleep habits been? How are your scrolling habits right now? How's your morning routine? How's your evening routine? How's your substance consumption? If you had one, porn addiction, right? and anything else that you'd like to take note of where you made progress. And then the goal is that looking at these numbers here on page 99, they are much better than they were before the 40 Forge here on page 2. So any questions on that? Jeremy, anything else you want to add?
No, I think I would just echo you on the 40 days, just looking at this as like a really good starting spot, building some of those habits. And then the key will be from here on out, maintaining a lot of those good habits and routines that you've built.
Yeah. Yeah. And remember, this is about, we're excited about this 40 Forge, and we'd love for you guys to go through it again if you want and continue that. But also, like, this is the start and the kickoff to the rest of your life. And so the goal is that this is tough, this is challenging, but now it's getting easier for you now that you've gone through these last 40 days. So hope you've seen some huge progress there. We'd love to hear from each of you. How'd you grow? Let's go around and share, how did you grow? Think of the last 40 days from where you were 40 days ago to where you are now. This is the fun part of the interaction of being on the live call. So if you're watching the recording, feel free to share, or I would like for you to share in the WhatsApp the answer to this question. Once you watch it, we also know then that you watched it. So let's go around here, any order of how did you grow in the last 40 days with the 40 Forge Challenge?
I'll go.
Okay.
See that one that falls on the sword first. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
Obviously, I failed the exercise part. And I've mentally come to grips with that because I have to give myself grace. I was not in a place to be able to handle everything in my life and that. But I stayed strong with the journaling and the Bible reading and the Devo and the prayers. And I am 11 books away from finishing the Bible, which was supposed to be done in December, but we're doing 14 months. And I've made sure that I've read it every night or morning, depending on how the sleep went and how my day went. And even forcing myself to stay up later to get it done if I didn't get it in during the day. And then journaling. Journaling has been my thorn in my side. And I've just like been so desperate to be able to do it, to want to do it. And Jason, I'll tell you what, your layout is the reason I can do it.
Cool.
Because it was so much of it's just sitting there staring at a blank page of like, what the heck do I write?
Right.
But now I know what to write and I do it every single day, and I'm going to keep doing it. And because of that, I can get it out on paper. And it's just, I think the affirmations is the thing I struggle with the most. It's hard to say nice things about yourself. But someone shared, Susan from the worship team, shared with me some verses that are affirmations. And Tracy, I'll share them with you. They're really good. So when I get lost on what to say, I just go to that. So
cool.
I thought that was really important to be able to, like, that's huge for me. Both of those things are huge. So I may not have, eaten healthy and made dinner for my kids every night or worked out every day, but like spiritually, this is what I wanted to grow in for the most part. That was my main goal for this.
Awesome. All right, let's give some love for Kristen, either in the chat or clapping. Get after it. Way to go. And no one else share your downfalls. You didn't ask for that. Only growth. That's all that matters. Okay, is that you're growing and focus on the positive. So thank you, Kristen, for leading us there. Start going ladies first. Tracy, how about you? Oh, you're typing it? Oh.
You're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Okay. Well then, Figuring it out. On the phone, I think sometimes you need to swipe a certain way, and then it gives you some of the options. All right. So you're figuring that out, Tracy. If you can't figure it out, just start typing. What was your biggest growth? All right, Ben.
All right. Yeah, so I think I really focused on the physical piece of this. So I just checked while we were talking. I'm 46 days in a row working out since Christmas.
Woo!
Yep,
That's awesome.
thank you.
We go.
So I'm down so I weighed before the kickoff call, and then I weighed this morning. I was down 10 pounds.
Wow.
So
Oh.
we're going hard. No, I haven't done like a fat percentage or anything like that yet. But I do know the weights do feel kind of lighter at the gym, so I've gone up a little bit. So I know there's some muscle growth in there.
Lightweight?
Yeah. So we're going up a little bit. So yeah, I think that's probably the big thing. And I was able to, I would say I don't know if I really like upgraded what I was doing, because I was already doing some of the journaling and the morning prayer and the morning Bible reading. But I maintained it while adding the physical
Cool.
element to it. So I think that was big for me, that I wasn't
Yeah.
just doing I wasn't doing like a trade-off,
Right.
like just replacing one for the other. I was actually adding to it.
Right. Love it.
So that was big for me.
Huge. All right, good Ben Slav. Way to grow.
Um,
Boom. I think Tracy figured it out.
I got
mhm.
my muted. First of all, I want to thank you both for being such amazing coaches through this whole process. I was in a really bad headspace when this started January 1, and I knew I needed a jump start before Journey started a few weeks ago. And this got me on track, feeling peace and calm and all the things that I had already been doing with the devotions, and I had never journaled. I'm a writer for work, and the last thing I wanted to do was write about my day. And I successfully journaled. I have one more day to go,
Right.
every single day. And,
Wow.
did plans with Kristen and, got through the 40 days there and tried to put a comment or some positivity every
Mhm.
single day out there. I know I missed probably 2 or 3, but it felt important to me, and I'm a box checker. So I, had to have everything look good. But what I've learned the most out of this whole process is it's a process, and growth happens in stages. So I hadn't done strength training in over a year, and now I see muscle growth. It's going to take more time. I freak out about the scale. So yes, I gained 0.2 pounds, but I'm not, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because I know that it's healthier, and I'm going to get there, and I'm going to stick with this because this is important to me.
Yeah. Amazing. Cool. Thank you, Tracy. Give her some love. Way to go. Yes. Love it. All right, Philip. How'd you grow?
For me, I would have to say, with the journaling and the Bible reading, that's been my biggest growth. And doing the daily journal in the Bible, when I go into prayer now, my prayers are a lot longer. They're a lot more meaningful, a lot more bolder. And just recently, I think I posted this in the chat. The Holy Spirit was telling me to, remove something from my life, and I'm like, it's asked me to do it before, and I said no. And this time I was more receptive to it, and now that I've removed it, every facet of my life has improved. My relationships with my family, my relationship with God has grown better. Like everything has just gotten better. So
Amazing. Way to listen, Holy Spirit. There you go. Philip, big gains. Here we go. Let's go, Philip. Woo. Okay, you guys rock. Way to go. So that's awesome. I want you to remember this, and remember if you've been watching my videos and Jeremy's as well throughout the 40 Forge, that it's about the progress of where you've come from and not the gap into where you think you should be. And so that's really important in a challenge that, if you add these up throughout the year, throughout your life, how much better you're getting, the whole 1% better every day, kind of plan, like that adds up pretty quick. So amazing job. You may not see it one day after the other, but when you add it up, it's going to be big moves in a few months or a few years. So great job. Way to grow, everybody. Way to go. I want to go through a few things that are kind of like what's next. as we're growing this thing, kind of what's next, some things to be aware of, some things I'd love some help with, and just some things kind of keep you in the loop of everything. So first of all, we have the Facebook group that we've not done anything with yet. I will post the link in the WhatsApp chat so everyone can see that. But I really can see, like, obviously this is powerful, this group, right? I don't think I'm going to remove anyone yet from this WhatsApp. If you want to remove yourself from it, that's fine. But for now, this is going to be, the group chat. But as it grows and there's more active people and there's alumni who are like just wanting to be a part of the community and they're not actively doing a challenge, or maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they just want to connect to other great people. And as thousands and thousands of people go through this 40 Forge, we are going to have this Facebook group. I have it made and ready. If these ones start posting in there, great. But for now, we're going to keep the WhatsApp chat, but know that there is going to be an influx, ideally of 50 plus people is what I'm hoping and praying for the next 40 Forge challenge. So feel free. We're not going to kick you out of it, but eventually there will be a time where, like, hey, if you're actively going through the challenge, you're in the WhatsApp. If you're not, move everything to the Facebook group. Also, we got the Instagram page. Hope you follow that. We're approaching 100 followers, which is great. I will be posting a lot of testimonial videos on there. I will be really pushing hard for the next 40 Forge program, or the next 40 Forge challenge. Also, I've been pushing hard the journal as well, and then book coming soon as well. I would encourage you all to stay on the habit share. Just because the challenge is done, if you are thinking about joining the next challenge again, awesome. We'd love to have you. I'd love that. But if not, know that you can continue these streaks on your own. Obviously, it's not as easy with support or without support, but keep that up. Keep sharing with friends. I think it's a great accountability tool. So keep those streaks alive. Don't let this challenge be the reason you stop some of your building blocks that you have created here. Also, book coming soon, probably mid-March. I'm still working on some of the details, getting the edits back. I am going to ask, I'll post in the WhatsApp also, that you guys join the launch team if you're open to it. I have a nice little book launch crew that I'm assembling. So when I do launch it, there's voices and there's help for reviews and there's just more credibility and traction, because that's what really helps when like a new podcast or a new book or something launches. So be ready for that. Very excited for that. Because that's what I'm working on the last pretty much 3 years here. And then journal's out already. I'll post that link also in the WhatsApp chat. If you guys just want to recap, oh, there you go, Philip. Philip got it. If you guys were at the men's retreat, I'm giving the first 100 men that get one at the Welcome Center, one of those. However, if you want, like, just to copy those, like the PDF document I sent you, there's 40 pages in there. I don't care. You're not cheating or jipping me at all. I don't care, as long as it's helping you. But if you do want to buy the actual journal, it is on Amazon. That link will also be in the WhatsApp chat. So it's there for when we end this call here. So that's great. If you want to buy it as gifts, if you want to get the official nice, nicer version, awesome. I'm not going to stop you. And there's that. What else we got? So for the next challenges, this is way more fun with friends, right? People who and you guys kind of all know each other, which is great. But we do have the next one coming up. It's called the Lent edition because it's over Lent. So I know we're not Catholic, but that's a big deal for a lot of people, is the Lent thing. And so to do it over that, I think helps and gives people excuses to also check it out. It's like, well, I'm supposed to give something up for Lent, so I might as well do this 40 Forge thing. So I'm excited to see what happens there. But there's a good month here until the next challenge. So start thinking about, praying about, if you want to join the next round, if you want to share this with other people, if you want to do the next version. Maybe you did the light version and you didn't feel like you did as well, and you want to do the light version and complete it. Maybe you rock the light version, you want to do the hard version. Whatever it is, we'd love to have you. Those are the upcoming dates for that. So be aware of that and know that. Great job. And again, whether you did some of these or all of these or crushed it, you made progress. And that's what really matters. Also for what's next here is, before I let Jeremy say a few things. Reminder that I'm going to put that in the group. You guys, I don't want you to pay the full price of $50. So here is the link I'll put in the WhatsApp. And this is for like the young adults and for you guys, or if any family joins, like you don't have to pay the full price. So to use the discount code of LCGB is the $25. So be aware of that. And then for Jeremy, obviously you guys know how great he is, and he's been a huge blessing in his knowledge to add for this group and for this challenge. So Jeremy, if you want to share a little bit about some of the benefits and things they get to continue on with you, and also future add-ons if they want, feel free to share a few things here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll keep it pretty simple. I've got a chance to work with some of you guys already involved with 40 Forge from the beginning. I have had a couple people ask and say, hey, you know, I'm made it now through the 40 days. I need some help, whether it's fitness related or nutrition related, trying to figure out what does that next step look like, or how do I maintain what I've started in these 40 days. So at the end of the day, I'd love to help in any way, shape, or form that looks. So after this, I'm going to drop my call link right into the chat here. So if you have any questions, want to figure out what that looks like for you, fitness or nutrition, maybe it's both, especially coming up with 40 Forge, like if there's a way that I can help, I'll figure out what that looks like with you guys. So even if it's just a couple quick questions, feel free to snag a spot on my calendar and just have a conversation. The other piece, for my business, I put out a weekly email, usually 1 or 2 emails per week. So I'm going to add everybody in on that. It's usually fitness, nutrition related content, educational, motivational, logistics type things. So I'm going to add you guys all onto that email list. There's an unsubscribe button, just like any other email list. So if you get the first one and it's of no value for you, feel free to unsubscribe. But other than that, I'll go ahead and I'll drop the link, and yeah, keep on rocking, guys.
Yeah, cool. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, definitely do it. There's a lot of fun videos on there too. Jeremy's a wealth of knowledge, and just because you won't officially be in the program, if you see him at church or in the WhatsApp, you can still ask questions. Like, it's not like him and I are off limits for this stuff. This is just like the fun challenge. But hey, we love it, and very thankful that you guys trusted us, and excited for helping out a lot more people here.
Absolutely.
So moving on here, we got a few more things. So my vision for this. So this is just the beginning. This is our second round. I'm going to be doing this 6 times a year. And my goal is to get, it's a huge goal, but I want to get over 600 people through 40 Forge by the end of 25. So that's a huge goal, but it's building up. And so that's a big vision this year. I want to be on 50 podcasts in 1 a week. I want to sell 1,000 books. And overall, total vision of the 40 Forge is I'd love to get 1 million people through 40 Forge. Again, if over 1 million people can complete 75 hard, I know that we can get 1 million people through 40 Forge, introducing them to Jesus, challenging people to step up in their Jesus journey, and we'll see. And it's up to God. So we'll see. No pressure on me. And then there's a little bit of pressure, but we got God on our side. So we really value feedback here. I am going to actually move this to the end, I think, just for the flow of this. So bear with me. So make a real-time adjustment. So do that at the end. So anyone that completes the 40 Forge, I did put, talked about this, but really it's anyone who completes the survey. So any one of you that completes a survey, you're going to go in the drawing as a completer, even though maybe you didn't officially complete the 40 Forge challenge. So, hey, everyone that does a survey, so please do the survey to give us feedback, and you'll be in the drawing. And I'll do this the next couple of days as most people fill out the survey. Those of you who go through the survey and say, I officially completed it. I was 100%, I'm good to go. I completed it. You will get emailed this nice certificate. Look at that. Isn't that nice? A nice certificate of completion. And if you didn't fully complete it 100%, have grace in yourself, and let's get after it again. and complete at least the light version 100%. So that'll be emailed to all of you who say on the form out of integrity that you did complete it 100%. If you didn't, don't worry about it. And then share in social. So there is, some of you are coming onto the mark of, this one I think it is, of 40 days. And so on Instagram, I have this guy. I'll probably share another one, but hey, you guys did it. Also post in WhatsApp. But it's great to get the word out, but also to like, hey, give yourself some props. Hey, I did the 40 days. That's a big challenge. So we have that. So share on socials, the 40 days. We also got testimonials on Zoom. So what I'd love for you to do here is actually get out your calendars, take a look here, and I'm going to share my Calendly link in the WhatsApp chat. So it's there. And just like Jeremy has his link as well, here's mine. So it's going to be a quick 15-minute Zoom chat. I will record like probably 7-ish questions, and it'll take you like 4 or 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna splice it up so it's a nice little 2-minute video for like YouTube Shorts or for our Instagram page. So I mean, most people, when half the conversation is getting taken out, so we'll get all the highlights. But I'd love to hear, like, you guys are seeing growth, and so I'd like to share that with other people. So be aware of that, and that's a link in Zoom, in the WhatsApp chat. And just look at my schedule. If sometime this week doesn't work, we can look into the next week too. But I'd love to get those done this week, and also just to hear some feedback from you. But really, it's to get a little 5-minute clip of you answering some simple questions of how the challenge went for you and how you grew. Other things, excuse me, is I hope you're keeping your priorities straight. I hope this challenge really helped. You know, at church, one of the young adults is asking, like, how do you do it all? Like, what you're doing all this stuff, young adults and family and business and book and 40 Forge and men's ministry, all this stuff. And I'm like, you gotta have priorities. I have a calendar, I have priorities. And so, you know, there's nothing more important than getting up for me and spending time with God with my sacred start. So continue, if your priorities were out of order, continue that from the 40 Forge and keep your priorities straight. I always like this verse: wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. So Christ is shining down, and you have been forged. So it's been great. It's been great to see you guys. It's been great. And I'd love to see the energy as you see all these new people that start signing up for the next one. It's great. Even like, you know, it's like in the chat, Frank, him and I had our testimonial call earlier this week, but you know, he's not in this round, but he's from the last round. He's like, I don't have social medias, but I love the energy of the chat. I love sharing things. And so it's like, you can be an inspiration for others in future challenges as well. So what I'd love for you to do here, and I'll actually, this is the last thing we'll do. And then once you're done, we will wrap things up. But there is a 40 Forge survey, and I'll post it in the Zoom chat here. So it might be easier for you guys to get, and in the WhatsApp. And then if you can go on here, I'll play some nice music. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes to fill this out, and then we'll wrap things up. But this survey is pretty simple. Jeremy and I made a lot of adjustments from feedback on the last survey. So thank you for your feedback. Please be as real and as harsh as possible. But you can take a minute to read through that. And then we'll also be emailing this out as well. But you guys, then if you do it now, it's done. And then you're automatically in the drawing for the Cutco knife. But it's pretty simple to show you how you did, how you feeling, what'd you like most, was most challenging. Are you interested in joining the next round? What's the value? Right, so probably take you a few minutes to fill out. I'll give you guys a few minutes here, and then we'll wrap things up in about 5 minutes. Any questions? Okay. Thank you, people. Let's see. Play some peaceful music for this. Again, you're not offending us. If you have some feedback. All right, got it. Thank you, Philip. Tracy got it. Thank you. Kristen got it. Cool. Yeah, that's great. And as this grows, obviously, it'd be great to put more people through it. No, I believe a ton in it. Jeremy believes a ton in it, as you guys are seeing. So I love that, you know, Kristen, you put like all leaders, right? To go through it. But yeah, I mean, that can be like, and they even, if it's like a bunch of, it's a whole group. I think Jeremy and I are also cool with even doing like a specific, like group, like they're like their own WhatsApp if they want, or something where it's just that group individually that we can give more attention to. If it's a whole group, or even I can see this being, you know, random churches throughout Wisconsin or the US really, that would be like, hey, we want to put 40 of our people through this, and having their own WhatsApp or giving them their own attention is totally fine.
I was gonna say you should do it as a life group.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I did promote it that way at the men's retreat for sure. But this is like my like life group. And yeah, I think it's great. I think it'd be fun challenge, level people up. All right.
Well, that's kind of how it started, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, really,
Yeah.
it started as the discipleship group for 2 years. And then from that, I was able to package it into more of this 40 Forge
Hey,
challenge.
Jason,
Yeah,
you need some more ladies to be leaders.
I do.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, for people who are warriors and finishing the challenge and have that experience, 100%. I'd love that. I would love that. Yep. I'd like it to be more than just Jeremy and I, for sure. For sure. So do you guys have any questions? As I see, these are all pretty much done. Thank you for the feedback. Any questions?
Do we have a
Final
date for the book?
thoughts? What, Philip?
Do we have a date for the book yet?
So March 16th is my initial thoughts,
Okay.
because I just got the book back from the second editor. So I'm going to go through it, send it to my cover and interior designer person who beautifies it. And then she comes back with it, and then it's on. And then the thing is with this is like, people see what people spent a ton of time on to get to this point. So, I mean, I started writing the book January 1st of last year, after 2 years of like gathering all my thoughts and all the content. And then now I want to put it out there. Then it's the waiting game of I have to order copies, and then I want to get a good few weeks of promotion out. So yeah, I'm thinking March 16th is the goal. But if you're on the launch team, you'll know specific dates and get some benefits that way too. So that's it. 142. I appreciate you guys a ton. Thank you for trusting us. Tell other people about it. Finish strong. And we'd love to hear like progress. We're not going to shut down the WhatsApp chat. Continue to share wins and progress. If you want to keep going, day 58 and day whatever, that's fine. And continue it into the next challenge if you want. Otherwise, you guys are free to go. If there's any other questions or thoughts, feel free to hang on. Otherwise, have a great rest of your Sunday.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate this.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See ya.